Their top story tonight, Pakistani Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, who is on an official 3-day visit to Sri Lanka, was officially welcomed at a special event held at the Presidential Secretariat this morning.
The President of the Pakistan Muslim League, the biggest political party. Yes, Chairman, a wonderful scenery here at the Presidential Secretariat, and this is how Sri Lanka extends...
President Maithripala Sirisena warmly welcomed the Pakistani Prime Minister upon his arrival to the Presidential Secretariat. A guard of honor and a gun salute was accorded to the visiting Pakistani Prime Minister. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe and ministers and MPs from both nations also attended the event. Following bilateral discussions, the President and the Pakistani Prime Minister addressed the gathering. We cannot forget the cooperation extended by the Pakistani government for Sri Lanka's development as well as during the civil war in relations to national security. Therefore, the Sri Lankan government as well as the Sri Lankan people have the utmost respect for the people and the government of Pakistan. The people and the government of Pakistan have always been a friend of Sri Lanka during times of joy and times of sorrow. Sri Lanka values its relations with Pakistan and desires to further deepen and broaden it. We have reviewed the agreements that we reached when I visited Pakistan last year, and we hope to continue on these matters further.
We have agreed to hold frequent summit-level meetings, promote parliamentary exchanges and enhance the process of consultations, cooperation and coordination between our respective institutions. We also discussed the issues relating to the implementation of Pakistan-Sri Lanka Free Trade Agreement. Sri Lanka enjoys exceptional position of being the first country with which Pakistan entered into a free trade agreement. The present volume of trade does not reflect the true potential. We have agreed to reinvigorate our efforts to realize the goal of achieving $1 billion bilateral trade target at the earliest. I reiterated Pakistan's offer to set up cement and sugar plants in Sri Lanka on mutually agreed terms for the long-term benefit of the Sri Lankan economy. Sri Lanka has been a strong and steadfast friend of Pakistan. It has stood by us in our most difficult moments. We remain eternally grateful to the people and government of this beautiful country. We now look forward to welcoming President Sirisena to Pakistan at an early date, so that the relations of mutual trust and confidence can be further enhanced.
Subsequently, Sri Lanka and Pakistan inked 8 bilateral agreements. The National Science Foundation of Sri Lanka and Pakistan Science Foundation inked a MOU on scientific and technological cooperation. In addition, the MOU on cooperation in the exchange of intelligence related to money laundering and terrorism financing was signed between the Financial Intelligence Unit of Sri Lanka and Financial Monitoring Unit of Pakistan. The Export Development Board of Sri Lanka and the Trade Development Authority of Pakistan signed a MOU on cooperation in trade. 2 agreements were also inked with regard to further developing the cooperation between the two nations related to health and cultural sectors. The MOU for cooperation between the Gem and Jewellery Research and Training Institute of Sri Lanka and the Pakistan Institute of Fashion and Design was also inked. MOU on sharing statistical and census data was signed between the Department of Census and Statistics of Sri Lanka and the Pakistan Bureau of Statistics.